friends, greetings from Bern. We are now live again, another World Council of Churches Media Corner, today in Bern at the International Conference on the Preservation of the Armenian Religious, Cultural and Historical Heritage in Artsakh and Nagorno-Karabakh. Throughout the next 2 days during the conference, we will have live connections and many of the speakers, many of the participants will join us live here to share with you information and insights from the very interesting discussions taking place in Bern. Today, we will begin the lives with a very respected voice in the ecumenical world, allow me to say, dear Annie, an Armenian as well, and Swiss, Dr. Annie Ghazaryan Drisi. Annie is a professor of ecumenical theology at the Ecumenical Institute of Bose, and also a program executive of the World Council of Churches for ecumenical, responsible for ecumenical theological education. You're a key member, Annie, of the conference's steering committee, this conference's steering committee. Are you able to share with the people following us from around the world basic information around the conference? Let's begin with the primary objectives. Why did you organize it as a community, and also any kind of insights you will be able to share later about the structure of the program?
Thank you very much, Xanthi. Thank you very much. This conference is an expression of solidarity with the Armenian Apostolic Church, because in 2023, when the exodus of Armenians of Artsakh, 120,000, they were obliged to leave their ancestral lands, Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh. At that moment, a delegation of the World Council of Churches, led by its own General Secretary, Jerry Pillay, Professor Dr. Jerry Pillay, we witnessed, the war which started at that moment, and how we were forced as well at the same time to go back. So we witnessed and we saw, and as a solidarity visit, we were there to express our solidarity with the Armenian Apostolic Church. We heard as well the voice of His Holiness, the Patriarch of Armenian Church, who asked us to do something to protect the Armenian heritage. So that is why we thought that we should organize the conference in order to spread awareness about the Armenian heritage, where we see every day there is a threat of really losing the whole heritage that we have in Nagorno-Karabakh, in Artsakh.
Mm-hmm. His Holiness is with us today in Bern, along with a very big community of experts that are joining this conference, Annie. Are you able to share with our audience basic information about the sessions, the thematic focus that the sessions have? And then
Absolutely,
we will move
yes.
into details.
This is a conference of 2 days. We started already today, and the whole morning we had already full discussions. And tomorrow we will continue. So as you mentioned already, this is our booklet, and the title of the conference is Freedom of Religion, Preservation of Armenian Religious, Cultural and Historical Heritage in Artsakh, Nagorno-Karabakh. And if you go through it, you can see we have different sessions. First of all, historical background to understand about what we are talking. We have experts, historians, politicians who are talking about the proof of the ancestral lands, Armenian lands of the Nagorno-Karabakh, and at the same time the protection of its heritage. We have interfaith session where we invited also rabbis, we invited also Muslim voices in order to speak and to make again the awareness about the situation and also to listen to their voices. Of course, we have international law. We have also experts, coming also from the region as Greece, also from Cyprus, also from Cilicia, who can share with us what's happened also in the occupied territories. So those are, the purpose, it's really to discuss about what is happening in the region and also to prevent the destruction of the Armenian cultural and religious heritage. All these ancient churches that we have done since thousands of years, there is a threat that we are going lose to them, or there is a rewriting of history. They are saying, for instance, the Azerbaijani side, they are saying that they are not Armenian churches, but they are Albanian churches. Mm-hmm. So we have experts who are now discussing about the issue, about the question, and they are proving the relevant situation of Artsakh.
Thank you, Annie. People following now are able to get content and access content from the conference at the World Council of Churches website and social media platforms as well. Apart from the impact and the objectives that you just shared, can you share more about the outcome? We talk about a message, different publications, different statements. What is it that?
So at the end of the conference, we are going to have a statement, which is an important part, to see as well what is the churches and also the experts, the historians present here discussing about the issue, what is their objectives, and also what would be the outcomes coming from the conference. So we will, there is a drafting group drafting already the statement. We have listeners as well coming out from outside, also from church representatives, who are listening very carefully, and they are going to help us to provide and to prepare the final statement. And our goal is as well to have a publication of all presentations that we have from each session, different sessions, in order to have a kind of, very important book that the World Council of Churches is doing now at this stage in order to support and be in solidarity with its member church, the Armenian Apostolic Church.
Thank you, Annie. And the last question, how do you feel as an Armenian with this long history of your family, the identity of your place, but also as an international, allow me to say, executive? What are your feelings among the people that are present now in Bern?
Yes, of course, I'm emotional, but at the same time, I'm trying to be the most objective as I can. Of course, this is the important thing, the important matter. And of course, trying to, as we do in the World Council of Churches, our main calling, our main message, and our main duty of the World Council of Churches is to fight for justice. This is what we do now. And I feel that now at this stage, with this conference, we are raising awareness in order to fight for justice, as always.
Thank you, dear Annie, for your insights, for your dedication as well, and all the best as you continue your work here in Bern.
Thank you very much for having me.